How's it going, guys? This is my first YouTube video about astral projection. Whew. So anyways, I've been trying to do this for several years, and it started out with sleep paralysis, which I started getting around age 20. I'm 25 right now. My first sleep paralysis experience was actually pretty terrifying. Um, I was laying in bed studying for an assignment, um, and I was up all night um, studying for a test. And I remember I went to lay down, and I had this fan blowing on me, and I could hear the sound of the fan just. And all of a sudden, the fan changed sounds to like a higher pitch. And as soon as I heard that sound, my body started levitating upwards. And for some reason, I felt like there was some kind of an evil spirit in the room with me, or some kind of dark presence. Um, I was turned sideways like this. I had blankets over me. As soon as I started lifting, I could feel the pressure, like this pressure on my back lifting me up. And I felt the blanket coming up with me as I was lifting, as I was levitating. And so it happened probably 5 or 6 times, and it was pretty scary. I had no idea what was going on. So I didn't even know at that point it was sleep paralysis. And since then, I had sleep paralysis multiple times. Sometimes maybe 5 or 6 times a year, sometimes more, sometimes less. Within the last month, I started having sleep paralysis again, and I learned that is pretty much the beginning to an astral projection. And so what I've been practicing is not to be afraid when my body gets paralyzed, and to just embrace the feeling instead of fight it. Because normally I'd be asleep and I'd shake my head, and finally wake myself up, because it was terrifying in the beginning. Once I learned to just accept it and allow it to happen and just be a part of the process, a lot of that fear has gone away. So I'd say about 2 weeks ago, I started having sleep paralysis every night. And a while back, I tried this guided meditation where it pretty much puts you into a meditative state and then guides you into astral projection. And the technique is the roll technique, where you literally roll out of your body. And so a couple weeks ago, like I said, I kept having sleep paralysis night after night after night. And one night, I was just laying down, and I felt my astral body just sit up, and then I went back down, and then I sat up again. I didn't try to pull my body up, it just like I was being lifted up and out. And I woke myself up, and the night after, I decided I actually want to do this. So the night after, I started to roll 180 degrees out of my body. Basically, I was laying at the edge of a bed, and I rolled to where I was facing the ground, and then I rolled back. And then I had watched this video that to practice the here and now. Just simply telling yourself, I'm in the here and now. This is my hand. This is my face. That's the ceiling. That's the wall. That's the TV. Just practicing that. And so after I rolled out of my body, I started having a dream that I was running down the road towards my house. And I could tell it was a dream because I saw like these military personnel busting a door down to search a house, and I was like, that's weird. And so I ran past it, and then I realized that I was dreaming, and I said, oh, I'm in the here and now. As soon as I said that, I flew up and over the top of my house. I'll even take you outside to show you. Oh, shit. So I was running down the road. I got to about here, and then when I realized I was dreaming, I flew up and over that tree, and I was just hovering over the tree. Alright, let's go back in the house. So I flew up and over the tree, and I was just kind of like in awe that I actually made it, that I was actually having an astral projection, and I basically pulled myself out of a lucid dream and into astral projection, and I flew up and over the tree, and I remember looking up at the stars and looking up at the sky, and it wasn't the normal black sky that you see. It was kind of like a vibrant purple, yellow color, sort of. And I just had this overwhelming sense of peace and calmness and tranquility. It was amazing how I felt. And so I decided, oh, I'm going to fly around and travel and experience this to the fullest. And as soon as I got to that point of awareness, someone sent me a text message and woke me up. And I was pretty pissed off because I instantly went right back to my body and woke up. And it was just someone being an asshole and sending me a text at 3 in the morning for no reason. So I was kind of sort of upset, but at the same time I had a big smile on my face because I realized that I actually did it. I can do this. It's something that has always seemed damn near impossible to do, but anyone can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So that was my first astral projection. Since then, I've had sleep paralysis a couple of times, but I haven't been able to leave my body. So it's just one of those things that I have to practice every night. And with time, you gradually improve, and you learn new techniques and figure out what works for you, because what works for one person doesn't work for everyone. There's a whole bunch of variety of videos on YouTube that you can look up. On my next video, I'll put some references down so that you guys can go and check that out. Anyways, my name's Cody Breeze. This is my first video on astral projection. Looking forward to uploading more in the future. Take care, guys.